Welcome back, everyone, to the Coalition Friends YouTube channel. It is me, Garrett. As you can see, I have my Yoda notebook, which means it's time to either review a movie or a TV show, and it's a movie, so let's jump into it. The movie, Joker. The director, Todd Phillips, I believe. The star, Joaquin Phoenix. The movie, really fucking good. I loved it. It was funny at the wrong times. It was dramatic and scary at the right times, and also funny at the right times too, because that's a joke and whatnot. The trailer shows a mix of things. Some from the beginning, some from the end. But really, you don't get spoiled really any much. Some of the important lines in the trailer don't maybe land as hard in the movie, but the trailer is not what's important. What's important is the fact that we have a new Joker since Heath Ledger's in The Dark Knight. And Joaquin Phoenix's very good. Very good. It's very different than Heath Ledger's. Because the entire movie, Heath Ledger is fully gone. He has nothing to lose. He is fully enveloped in what's happening, and he's just fully mentally crazy. In this movie, we see how Heath Ledger may have gotten to that point. And that's what's important is to understand a villain, how they came to be a villain. And in this movie, I'm not sure if he is a villain or not by the end, because if it really happened or not, which I don't know. Nonetheless, let's jump into my notes. I took 4 pages of notes, and let's go through them. There is some good. The writing is really good. The writing is very solid. You can tell that they really took their time in figuring out who Arthur Fleck is, who Penny Fleck is, give you enough to understand who Robert De Niro's character is supposed to be, Murray Fletcher, I believe, and that they really gave their characters time to develop and we grow to either care or hate about them. I think in this instance, Joker is someone you're supposed to love to hate, or hate that you care about that person so much that you hate seeing them go down this road, but at the same time you wanna see them go down this road. So, I'm really glad that they tied in the Waynes, and this will be a spoiler review. I know I'm 3 minutes in, but there are spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen Joker, go away. Bye-bye. Come back. The music... Sorry. The Waynes, you give Thomas Wayne a really important role in Gotham himself. He's not just some billionaire, he's trying to run for mayor. And in running for mayor, his campaign stuff is infuriating the public. After Arthur in his clown costume, after he got fired, kills 3 Wall Street people, because Wall Street is going to be Wall Street in Gotham nonetheless. If they called it something else, it wouldn't go through with the public. So Wall Street was fine. Thomas Wayne calls the citizens of Gotham clowns, which is why they start wearing clowns, which is why when Joker becomes Joker and he goes on the talk late night show, they think it's a political statement, even though he's not making a political statement, even though he kind of did, because he was copying The Mask. I don't know. The music in this is fantastic. A lot of the times they don't use music and you just get characters talking and you're really in the scene. Other times, the soundtrack is perfect. The songs they used, when they used them, is good. When they used original orchestrated pieces was fantastic. They were really held the tone of what was happening in the scene. I really enjoyed that. The physicality of Joaquin Phoenix, for example, for the Joker, I enjoyed it a lot. His running was something that looked like had to be developed, how high his legs had to go, how skinny he was. You would, when he stood up, you notice that it was just like a straight line both ways. There wasn't any curves or anything. If any, there was a curve going inwards, because of how destitute him and his mom are supposed to be. And then most of the movie, I believe, was shot handheld. So basically it's just a person who's holding this, maybe holding one thing, and then walking behind the person. You get the natural movement as if it's a POV shot. Not really POV, but like as if you're there. Other times you have your still frame, and that's when you get the more cinematic viewing experience, I believe. I don't know if that's the correct words of choice. I don't care. I just liked how much it was just handheld and you got that walking motion or the movement within the camera, and it didn't need to be rigid. I'm sure there's some film theories thing about that, not like a film theory, but like a music theory, you know what I mean? There's one scene where Arthur is watching a stand-up comedian perform, and he's taking notes. And while he's taking notes, he's laughing at everything that's not funny. When the dude's just going to the joke, Arthur laughs at that because of how disassociated he is with like human self. They never really diagnose. The only diagnosis we get, which we never get the name for, is that he has an uncontrollable laugh. So when it starts, he can't stop. And then he has a card that he carried around, but I think he lost the card early on, or he has multiple of them. I don't know. After he kills, nonetheless, the violence is insanely brutal. There's one person that gets bludgeoned to death other than the cops, and that death was crazy graphic. The 3 guys that get killed in the train, and the 2 guys that get killed in the train, I didn't expect that first gunshot to happen. And it's a good way to relieve the tension of Arthur getting beat up, but at the same time increase the tension up another level, because now Arthur has a gun and he's used it to kill one person and then another, injure another, and then track that person down and then empty the gun on him. So like insanely brutal. And then after he kills the people, he goes to a bathroom somewhere and he starts dancing. I don't know if it's dancing per se or if it was like Tai Chi to help him calm down. They never say anything. I just assume that's what his mind is trying to do to process what he just did. And then he has confidence. And what we think is the reality, he just goes up to where Zazie Beetz is, and she opens the door and he kisses her. And then she closes the door and whatnot. So he gained his confidence by killing the people, and then he got fired. Nope, he already got fired with the stupid gun. When he's performing stand-up, the one time he's performing stand-up, he says it's good to be here. And I got the irony in that because he killed 3 people. And the fact that he wasn't caught yet is like, oh, it's good to be here and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's a joke in itself, not sure. So it's revealed in the movie that Arthur, his mom, tells Arthur that he is a Wayne, and then When I first saw that, I was like, is that something he just came up with? Is that something that he was planning on doing? Brushing your teeth, right? And then we see Bruce, because Arthur goes to visit the Wayne Mansion. We see Bruce, and who I believe is Alfred, although this Alfred is like a little pudgy, you know, he's not like super old Alfred, super wise Alfred. This Alfred can take, you know, take a beating at least, or at least like being choked or whatnot. And then Robert De Niro shows to his audience that apparently Arthur was filmed in his comedy routine, and he's showing that, which you can't show unless you have the rights to, unless their world is really messed up and they're allowed to do that. And he called him the Joker at the very end. Like, he said, "Oh, let's take a look at this Joker," and I was like, that's gonna come back later. That's gonna be the reason why Joker is called Joker. Made fun of him, which was really a shitty thing to do, because like you should be able to tell that he's a mentally ill person. And even though later you say that we don't say F words or make fun of ill people or like racial things on the show, where they're a good show, you still make fun of somebody mentally ill. And you said that he was just trying to make himself funny because he was laughing on stage. That's bad. Which, I mean, I get Arthur's point in saying that De Niro's character is also a bad person. Yeah, that's all that. My favorite shot, other than when he's coming down the stairs and he's dancing and whatnot and he's full Joker costume, there's this one scene, there's one shot after he gets told that he's going to be on television. He's in this back of the bus, and the camera is moving towards him in the back of the bus. At the same time, so this is the bus. At the same time, this is the camera. The bus is going the opposite way. So we're seeing the camera move forward, but at the same time, all the trees going behind him. I thought the framing of that was excellent. I thought it looked really cool. Then we find out he goes into the Zazie Beetz' apartment after he kills his mom or whatnot, with Francis Conroy's. Fantastic. And they never went on their date, and this is where there was a prediction that it's going to be schizophrenic and that things will have been made up. Everyone thought it was the whole Joker thing. It was just the Zazie Beetz thing so far, so his girlfriend at the time. That was a good reveal. Then his friends come over. He kills one of them. He tells them, my mom died, I'm celebrating, because he's putting the clown makeup on. It's really good. Then we get to the entire late night TV scene. This was my favorite scene in the movie. Because this is when it drops Arthur. He is now full Joker, and he's unrestrained. He'll say whatever he wants. He's not thinking about it. He doesn't do his laughing thing. He's fully confident in what he's saying. And this is the turn where I was like, oh, this is where the Oscar is going to come from if he gets it. This one scene. And then you have the whole build-up, and the relief of that tension is to just kill Robert De Niro in such a graphic way. And then his body is just slumped over, nobody's helping him, people start screaming, running away, and it was fantastic. And then he gets picked up by the police, and then that police car gets crushed by people and clowns, and he gets like a crowd around him as he stands up. And then he's in the insane asylum, and I don't know if it's real or not, and I don't know what is going on. I'm going to think about it later and watch a lot of things. Nonetheless, I'm going to give this like a 4 out of 4. I really, really fucking enjoyed it. It was such a good film, and I'm really happy I saw it. So, there you go. That was my review of Joker. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more of these, hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get notified when more videos come out. Thank you, and bye-bye.